Hello everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more Let's Play Tomb Raider Definitive Edition Extras! Today we are going to continue searching for everything under the sun. Within the first location we are here in the radio tower, which is at the base exterior. Within this place I missed quite a bit of things here, and really this is just... I really don't have much of an excuse here. I just was not paying much attention to all the stuff that was here. The first collectible is here. And what is it?
An alloy badge awarded to marksman second class in the Imperial Japanese Army. A faint kanji etching. Someone's name?
Yeah, I get a freaking medal for not bothering to grab it until until now, which is kind of sad. But whatever, I didn't really miss much here in the first place, and really there's not really a lot here to worry about anyway. So that's good news. So with that, base exterior is cleared, I think. Yep, we're done. We're all done here. All I really missed was just the treasure map, one little collectible, and also the only GPS cache that's in the area. Now it's time to head off to everyone's favorite place, Shanty Town! Yay! Oh, this place can burn in a hole. Anyways, Shanty Town has its fair share of all kinds of different things. And this place has two challenges. One I knew about and one I didn't know about. And that is with these particular scarecrow-like things that are hanging around the environment. I thought those were decoration, but no. Apparently, set the white part on fire and pull them down, and that begins another challenge. There's technically more than 5 of them throughout Shantytown, but you only need to destroy 5 of them altogether. As for how many exactly there are, I don't know exactly how many. The guide pretty much says that there is a certain amount throughout all of Shantytown and not just the beginning area, but in all honesty, it's really a good idea to go through the beginning area and get this challenge done and over with before you head off to the second half of Shantytown in the first place. So, I figure I'd throw that out there just because, just in case some of you are completionists, which, there are plenty of people who are like that. I try to be a bit of a completionist myself. Like some of my Let's Plays I've done, I go for 100%, and sometimes I don't. It really depends on what the reward is, how big the challenge is, and really how much time it's going to take for me to complete the task. Like Pokemon, it would literally be impossible for me to complete that series 100%, because you would have to get every single Pokemon, every single Pokedex, and that's across 2 games within that particular region. Also, here's something hilarious. Oh, I love it when I do that. That is so freaking fun. They chant something and pray to their god, and then you decide to say screw it, and boom goes the freaking dynamite. Just send them to their eternal slumber so they can return to their god peacefully and sleep eternally forever. And that's the same exact freaking thing. Why the hell did I repeat myself like a goddamn idiot again? Wow. I'm brilliant. So freaking brilliant.
A Ming Dynasty jade figurine. But this one looks genuine.
Well, looky here. A genuine statue. And it looks like it's covered in blood a little bit in a couple places. And also that time I didn't puke in my mouth. I just had saliva go down the wrong frickin' tube down my throat. I hate it when that happens. Sometimes it just plain happens when you don't want it to. And it's even worse when it just goes down so far down the wrong tube that it just it forces you to essentially choke. Also, didn't mean to fire that grenade again. Just trying to fire a regular shot. But no, I was an idiot. Also, I walked through that box like a boss. Why did I say that? No clue. Either way, there is something up here, and we're not quite at the very, very top. And the reason I say that is because there is something up there. It's another one of those scarecrow-like things. Never really gone as far as difficulty is concerned when it comes to treasures and also finding these challenges and completing them. Challenges for Shanty Town. First challenge with the scarecrows is roughly a 4 out of 5 as far as difficulty is concerned. These scarecrows are very well hidden, but thankfully there's plenty more with the scarecrows that there's more than enough to allow you to complete the challenge easily. But I still consider it a 4 out of 5 because they're very well hidden. Hell, I didn't even know that challenge even existed. Hence the reason why I gave it such a high difficulty rating. As for the other challenge, it also gets a 4 out of 5. The other challenge is known as Silencer. What you have to do is knock out 4 or 5 alarms. I think there's around 6 or so in all. I can't remember the exact amount. Either way, there's still a lot. There's still a lot of challenges left to cover. And we're only just getting started. Now it's time for Shantytown's second half, aka Shantytown Heights, as I like to call it. There's quite a lot of stuff left to collect here, including the remaining GPS caches, documents, and also completing the Silencer challenge. Thankfully, we don't have to knock out every single one.
My patience has been rewarded. At long last, I have my lieutenants, my enforcers of the way. The storms brought me exactly the men I need to begin building the Solari Brotherhood. Strong of body, weak of will. They were broken in the storms, weakened and vulnerable, and I raised them up again. Now they serve me, and through me, her, the Sun Queen. She is showing me the way. She has always shown me the way. I cannot deny what I have seen, and soon, neither will they. She is everywhere on this island. But the Solari Brotherhood must grow. We will recruit as many as we can. I will draft laws, create a code for them to live by, and they will build for the Sun Queen, while I search for the key.
Oh, man. Wow. Looks like we dove quite deep within Matthias's backstory. He's assembled this cult, and this cult technically still exists. So, yeah, now it's up to us to essentially destroy them all. Also found a random GPS cache. Can't believe I didn't grab that earlier during the Let's Play, but whatever, I had other priorities. Like getting to Grim before he got killed. Which, unfortunately, we couldn't do. But, whatever. Another alarm has been disabled. And, yeah, I only managed to disable one of them, so there's 4 in all. Well, 4 you have to disable. I think there's technically 6 or so that you can go and disable, but you only need 4 to complete the challenge. Which, thankfully, is not too bad. But, again, some of these alarms are very well hidden. Keep that in mind. Same with the GPS caches that are hidden throughout Shantytown. Grabbing the treasure map within this place is definitely priority number 1. Once you grab the treasure map of this place, then you can go treasure hunting. And believe me, there are a lot of treasures here. Again, too bad it doesn't cover the challenges that are within these areas, but whatever. I guess you could technically find those challenges on your own. And at this point now, oh yeah, talk about a nice new execution. I recently purchased the skill that allows me to execute enemies with my assault rifle, so I figured why not use it. Now that I had the chance, and really it's not easy to execute people with all your weapons. It really isn't, which is kind of sad. Especially with the shotgun, because it is super effective at close range.
The Solari, my warriors of the sun. They have grown strong in number. And I have discovered everything I require to move my plans forward. It is time for us to move inland. We will build our city high up in the mountains around the old palace. From there, we can protect ourselves from the Oni Guardians, and I can access all points on the island swiftly. I must be prepared to capture anyone who comes to this place. I now know what I seek. The key to escaping this place. And perhaps, much, much more. It may take years, but I will find her.
Oh man, talk about a serious obsession. I mean, god damn, that is just plain insane. Now, what was I talking about before? Before we found that document? I honestly can't remember now. Dang it all. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
It's a ceremonial drinking vessel from the Song Dynasty. Beautiful craftsmanship.
Well, either way, we found the very last relic within Shanty Town, so thank freaking God that is over. But we still have some other stuff left to collect, like the very last silencer that we, or more or less the last alarm that we need to knock out, which should be easy enough after we find it. All you really have to do is just get behind the alarm and just push the square button repeatedly a couple times. Ow, my freaking finger. But either way. Also, do you want to know how I hurt my finger just then? Well, I accidentally poked it with my fingernail. These things happen sometimes. I know it's kind of weird to say that, but hey, I'm just saying. Well, with that, the very last alarm has been taken out and the silencer challenge is complete. However, we still have to deal with some annoying guests. Just with a couple of shots to the head and boom, you're dead. Super easy. And that's, I think, the last UPS cache and the last thing here. Yes, it is. Thankfully, there's 2 fast travel camps that you can technically use. One is located at the helicopter at the very beginning of Shanty Town, where you first came in, essentially, after Laura stabbed herself with the freaking arrow, which I still don't get how or why that even happened in the first place. But, hey, she did it and she healed herself. How does that even work? I mean, you're causing yourself more pain just to heal a wound. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Then again, I think that particular video hasn't gone live yet, so who am I to judge? But with that, we got the very last skill in the game, the Shotgun Expert. Bada bing, bada boom. We have redeemed all of our skill points, and thus any additional experience that we gain from this point forward is completely pointless. Because we've now redeemed all of our skills, and there's no more need for any additional experience. Though it's still welcome to obtain it, we just can't do anything else with it now. Which is kind of sad, and it stinks. But it's nice to know that I've upgraded all my skills, and eventually I'm going to get all my weapons upgraded too. Now, for the first item that we're going to be grabbing here. Did I describe treasure difficulty when it comes to Shanty Town? I don't think I did. If I didn't, I'll go ahead and explain the difficulty here. The difficulty for Shanty Town's treasures is roughly a 4 out of 5, in my opinion. when it comes to the caverns, the gassy catacomb caverns, as I like to call it, treasure difficulty here, 3.5 out of 5. Not too bad, but still pretty tricky to find all the treasures. Thankfully, there's not very many that I've missed, but still, there's still quite a bit. As far as difficulty for the challenge here is concerned, I didn't even know this existed, so it's roughly a 3.5 out of 5.
Special occasion, probably a wedding. Doesn't look older than a few years.
Like I said, didn't even know the challenge existed until I looked up the guide, which said, hey, there's a challenge here, and the challenge is something you wouldn't even expect to even be a challenge in the first place.
19th century folded fans were often inscribed with poems or accounts of important events.
Another fan. Welcome to the fan club, dude. So anyways, the challenge I will go over momentarily as soon as, right now. See those sacks that are hanging on the ceiling? Shoot them with a fire arrow. And that is considered the fire starter challenge. There are 6 sacks in all that you have to find, and they're hidden fairly well throughout this place. Although, they're not too bad. I'm just saying, didn't know this challenge was even a thing. I thought those were just decoration. You know, just part of the background, part of the scenery. But no, I gotta figure, hey, it could be a potential challenge. Why not shoot it? See what happens. Set it on fire. Do something with it. But anyways, got the last missing GPS cache. So that's sweet. Now it's time for sack number 3 to burn. Halfway done with the challenge. However, there's still a couple of things left to collect here. Mainly the remaining sacks and the last relic, I think. That or the last document. I think it's a document. I can't remember absolutely 100% for sure, but either way, we still have a couple little things left to get here. And my god, I just zoomed down my video track and I just realized this video is almost over. Holy crap. Okay, that's sack number 5. Onward to the last one, which is very easy to find. The sacks themselves, once you locate one, you just follow a path. And bada bing, bada boom, the challenge is complete that easily. Hence the reason why I gave the difficulty rating of the challenge a 3.5.
The years pass and I now hear her whispers in my sleep. It is the Sun Queen. She is urging me on. I see her magnificent face with every sunrise. Soon now. My Solari toil in her name, building a city from all that she has brought to the island, torturing and sacrificing in her name. Soon now, we will find the one. I long for escape, but not simply from this island. From all of this, the wrecks, bodies, and squalor. If I can bring my queen back, it will all vanish in an instant. And like the sun rising anew, she will bathe all the land and seas with her light, burning away everything. I will emerge from this scorched earth, reborn and pure.
Wow, somebody's cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. I mean, seriously. Resurrect the Sun Queen and then burn everything away and start anew. Become a god, an almighty god. Where have I heard this before? I don't know, but I'm really feeling the reference here. But I'm just saying. Strange things are strange indeed. Alright, now that this video is almost over, we still got one little thing left to do. I've completed most of this area 100%, and I found 5 out of 10 of the mushrooms during my Let's Play, so that's sweet. Now it's time to find the other 5. And the other 5 mushrooms are fairly well hidden. They're not exactly going to stick out like sore thumbs, like some of them of which you'll see here, but still, they're fairly well hidden. And thankfully, this didn't take me too long to complete. Just follow the map and do a little bit of snooping around. And eventually I'll find the mushrooms. Also, your survivor instincts can also point out where the mushrooms are. They'll be highlighted through your survivor instincts so long as you're standing still. Once you're moving, though, your survivor instincts just go away and they'll stop glowing, like a short time after your survival instincts just stop working. But again, you can use it while moving a little bit, but only for about a second, kind of like sonar. Like how a lot of dolphins use echolocation or something along those lines. Either way, use it like that. That's another method of using survival instincts as well. Also, just realize this now, but the Red Cap Challenge, Red Cap Roundup, I think this is a pure reference to Super Mario, which is hilarious and awesome at the same time. You know how Mario eats mushrooms to grow bigger and become powerful? I'm just saying. Really love the nod to the Super Mario reference here. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable characters of all time. Like, almost as, if not as recognizable as Mickey Mouse and Pac-Man. But, with that in mind, we're going to grab this last GPS cache and call it a video. This is General Snivy with Let's Play Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Next time, the very next area, which is probably going to be the biggest one yet, which is the Shipwreck Beach. See you all later.